Hey guys, and welcome back. My name is Charlotte, and today we're going to be talking about a really cool way that you can save time on doing your backgrounds and keep them consistent, looking amazing, and doing it way quicker than you might typically spend time doing on a background. So before I get into that, I wanted to mention that my crystal of the day, if I'm pronouncing it right, is demortierite. And this is really good for mental clarity and self-confidence. And both of those things are things that I'm definitely needing today. And this week, it's been a very long, tiring week. And tomorrow, I'm going to be publishing the first episode of my comic United. And I know that it's not the best by any means, but I've definitely put a lot of time and effort into it, and I've poured so much energy into it. And like any artist or any creator, you know, I want my work to be able to positively impact people. So I'm definitely nervous about posting it and then checking back in on it and seeing that either nobody likes it or people are leaving a low rating on it. And so I'm definitely nervous. And so I'm hoping, you know, to maybe this will help me overcome some of that fear and nervousness that's associated with, you know, taking that leap of faith and putting my work out there. So that being said, let's go ahead and get into it. Alright, so I went ahead and opened up the Unity program. So if you haven't downloaded it, you can just look at Unity 3D or Unity Gaming Engine, or even like Unity 2D or something like that, and it'll pop up and you can just download it from their website. So I actually already have a project set up for this, so I'm just going to go ahead and use the current project I have, but when you do it, you'll need to go ahead and open a new project. And so when you do that, it's just going to prompt you to fill out a couple of questions that they have for you regarding your project, like is it going to be 3D? 2D, what kind of thing are you going to be going with here? And it doesn't really matter if you pick 3D or 2D, because you can kind of toggle off between the two in the actual interface, so you don't really have to worry about that. And then you just need to name them and choose your location. So I'm just going to go back to projects here, and I've got one called United, and I'll show you guys what's going on in here as soon as it loads. It might take a minute though. So let's see here, it should be loading up any second now. And yes, as you can notice probably, I still have a Christmas wallpaper that I have not changed in 6 months. So I should probably go and do that sometime soon. Alright, there we go. Let me just drag this window to the appropriate screen. Alright. So, 1 second. Alright, we'll see if this will. Come on. Ah, there we go. Okay, so as you can see, we've got a decently complicated interface here. Let me see if I can move this down. There you go. Okay, so you've got a lot of things that are going on, and to be honest, most of the stuff you don't really need to worry about. So this is the default workspace that Unity has set up. The windows that you're going to be paying most attention to is this one right here. So your scene, your game, your hierarchy right here. So this is going to be like everything that's in your current setup, and then your assets and project folders down here. So to make it easy to drag stuff in to your scene. So I know this sounds pretty complicated and kind of overwhelming, but I'm going to walk you through it so it'll make a little bit more sense. So whenever you open Unity, you'll be given a blank project, okay? And so as you can see here, I do not have a blank project. I've got a lot of things going on here. So if it'll let me, okay. So I'm just going to zoom out so you guys can see everything that I've got going on here. So this is this village scene that I've kind of set up here. Let me change it to here. Okay. So you can see I've got this terrain and these buildings set up. And this is what is called a scene. And so this is the scene right here, this village scene. Let me do one of these cool arrows. I like doing these. I don't need it, but they're cool, so I'm gonna use one. Okay. So then if I go into my folder 3D Forge here, I actually bought this asset pack. It's awesome. I'm going to go into demo scenes, and I've got this wild boar in scene, which is one of the scenes that I'm using specifically in my first episode of my comic. So this is an amazing asset pack. I totally recommend it. I'll link to it in the comment section, or the little description section. So it's got me really zoomed out. Let me zoom in here. And so as you can see, it's already got all this cool lighting set up and whatnot. So I've got all this cool stuff going on here. So you're probably wondering, man, okay, so this is great and all, but how do I get this stuff in here, and how do I use it? How does this apply to me as an artist? So let's get into that. So over here you'll see this little tab window thing that says asset store. Let's use another cool diagram. Oh, there we go. Cool. Okay, asset store. And we're just gonna, oh, is it not gonna let me click on it now that okay, there we go. And so the asset store is a wonderful magical place of things that will save you time and effort and make your stuff look awesome. So let's find a free asset here, not one that's going to take too long to download. So let's go to the 3D model section, and I think I want to go for maybe props. Let's do it. Characters, okay. Let's do only free, because I don't really feel like paying for anything right now. Okay, so we've got lots of different characters here that are, you know, free or relatively cheap. So let's go with the cool looking one. Okay, so we've got this fantasy monster here. Let's take a look at him. Pretty cool skeleton looking Ocarina of Time kind of guy. So let's download this one here. So it's just going to download, and then once it downloads, I think it'll ask you if you want to import the package, if I'm remembering right. Okay, let me try this. Yep, there we go. So it's going to ask you, hey, are these the things that you want to import? You know, what are you looking for? So we're just going to go ahead and import these, and I'm going to show you something that looks a little bit complicated when you download it, but it's one of the reasons why these are super cool. Especially as a game developer. It doesn't really apply to you as an artist, but it's nonetheless, it's pretty cool that they have all these things for free. So let's go to our scene, and if we go to our project window right here, you'll see that we have our 3D Forge, our medieval village, and now we have a fantasy monster folder. So we're just going to click on this and go to skeleton, and then character. I'm assuming this is where it's going to be. So materials are just basically if I'm remembering right, I mean I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure this is what it is. It's basically like the wrap that goes around it, like kind of like you have a car wrap. So I mean I guess that's the character. So just go ahead and drag him in here. Alrighty. I think he needs to go up a little bit. So over here, if you have a difficulty positioning them, let's use another cool one of these. Well, let's use a circle this time. Oh, wrong way. Okay, there. Oh, no. No, circle. Okay, there we go. This one right here. Up in this little cool toolbar area, you've got move, so this is for your screen and stuff. You've got rotate, and then this is the one that we're really wanting. So because I don't know where he got placed at, you can just go to the hierarchy section, and we're gonna go, where is he at? He should be in here somewhere. I'm just gonna point that over in this spot. Okay, maybe he didn't end up getting dropped in here. Okay, let's drop him in here again. And boom. Okay, skeleton skin. I knew it wasn't the character. Okay, let's control Z that. Okay, this is this is what I'm looking for. but we'll see. Let's scale them up so I can see a little bit better. Oh, Raina. Okay. Okay, I see you. Maybe it is. Okay. Oh, look at there. He was just tiny. Okay, let's make him huge. Okay, we're not gonna do that. Alright. Now let's pull this guy up here and we'll drop him in here. He's pretty big, so let's make him a little bit smaller. He's in this interesting pose here. So this is one of the really cool things about these free packs. They have like all these cool options here. They have ones for, you know, attacking. They have like damage poses. They have all these cool, awesome stuff here that they just give you for free. So let's take a look at this. So let's go to our camera. So you should have a camera already in there. If not, you can add a camera and you're just going to right click your hierarchy section and you're just going to click camera. So this is where it gets pretty cool. So let's click on this and make sure everything's good. Alright, so I'm just going to move this guy up just a tad bit. Let me change the rotation on here a little bit. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to pull him up. Really weirdly sized here. I did not do a good job of size. So when I load the scene, you're going to see something that's not really automatically put in yours. Link to show you how to do it. I'm not going to walk you through it here because you probably don't, you know, like it's not imperative to know for this to work, and it might get a little complicated. I don't really have time for that. So basically, once you have your camera set up, you can move it around to get in the spot and position you want. You can, you know, rotate it around. So say we wanted it to be face on or something like that, you can do that. So once you get your camera in the position that you want it, just go to game, and then you can either, you know, do it from here and take a screenshot, or you can add a script. So I have a player controller script, and this is where it gets a little complicated. I'm just going to walk you through it to show you how cool it is. So I added a player controller script, and basically all that is it tells the camera and the gaming whatnot that the camera can move around whenever I press certain buttons. So let me just pull that up. Oh, it's actually right here. So basically you can see this is what the script looks like inside. It's a bunch of mumbo jumbo that you can rip off the internet or you can code yourself. So let's play this here and we'll see what it does. Alrighty, if it work. Oh, there we go. Okay, so I can move back and change the camera positioning, go around, look him in the eye, taunt him a little bit. And that, my friends, is how you can use Unity as an artist to kind of cheat your way into the backgrounds. So let me show you what I did for one of my backgrounds. So you saw the village scene that I had set up before. I actually set that up, took a screenshot of it exactly how I just showed you, and I'm going to show you the process for that right now. So I just imported the screenshot that I took from Unity into Procreate, which is what I use for all of my art stuff. And from there I just traced over it and added on to what I needed. And then just colored it in my own art style, and you can translate it pretty well into your individual art style as well. That's one of the reasons why I like this background hack so much.
Well, I hope I explained that well enough. I know that Unity can get a little bit complicated, especially if you're new to the user interface. So if you have any questions, comment below, let me know. And for that reason, I also linked some helpful tutorials that helped me get used to Unity. And if you're interested in learning game development, I've also included some tutorials in there that'll help you get started and get you on the right path.
So that being said, I did want to do a personal shout out. I'm going to be publishing, as I mentioned before, my comic tomorrow. It's called United. So if you are online webtoon and you happen to be on there tomorrow, give it a, check it out, and if you like it, comment, like, subscribe, let me know. And if you have a comic that you're working on, that you're doing, comment below, let me know. I'd love to check it out and see it. So that being said, I hope you guys have a wonderful, blessed rest of the week.